Good morning, everyone. So this is Mans Borgutisab, and for today's lesson, we're going to tackle the chart of account. So when we say chart of accounts, it is a listing of accounts used by the companies in their financial records. Okay, so usually the companies or the businesses will use this chart of accounts for the financial records. Okay, so the chart of accounts will help to identify where the money is coming and from and where it is going. So this account will identify kung saan mapupunta yung pera ng isang negosyo at kung saan ito galing. Okay, so the chart of account is the foundation of the financial statement. Okay, so you cannot perform other financial statement once na wala po tayong chart of account. So these are the steps in the preparation of the basic chart of account. First, you need to create two columns. Okay, so the second step is to prepare the assets first, then liabilities, then equity. So then the revenue and expenses. After that, we're going to list the all assets, liabilities, equity, revenue, and expenses account in the first column. Okay, so later on, I will give to you the examples of the chart account. So after that, we're going to proceed to the second column, which is the choose an account code. So description of the company. So you can decide what are the codes of your company. Okay, so your sa second column, natandaan that you will get right the column, I mean the code of the account. Okay, after that, which is the third column, you will write the description for each account on when to use it. Okay, tandaan, you will write the description of each account when to use it. So that are the basic preparation of the chart or um, the chart of account. Okay, so next, this is the example of a chart of account. So first, we're going to make a chart for the assets since mauuna talaga ang assets. After that, we have the liabilities and owner's equity. So as you can see, sa basic step ng paggawa ng isang chart of account, so we need three columns. So yung first column will be the titles of the account. So you will write here um, the titles of the assets. First, we have the cash. So the second column will be the accounts code. Okay? So it's up to you kung ano ba yung code na ilalagay nyo. It's up to the business kung ano ba yung code na pwedeng gamitin. And the third column, we have the description. Okay? You will describe the account title kung when mo siya gagamitin. Okay, for example, we will have an example. So the first column, we have the cash. Okay, so yung code niya is 1,000 and the description is it will use for actual cash transaction. Okay, yan yung description. Next, we have the account receivable. Yung code niya is 1,200. The description is used for customer who will pay in the future. Okay, next we have the inventory. The code is 1,300. Description used for items held for resale. Next naman is the prepaid expense. The code is 1,400. The description is used for expense paid in advance. So, yan yung example sa assets. So, let's proceed sa liability. So, same as the assets in a chart of accounts, the liabilities also have three columns divided into accounts payable, divided into the title of the accounts, the code, and the description. So example nito is the accounts payable, which is yung code niya is 2,000 and it is used for the debts of the company. So yan yung description ng accounts payable. Another example, so notes payable, which is the account, yung code na ginamit is 2,100. The description is it will use for promissory notes issued by the company. So easy as that lang naman. So after we Then, sa liabilities, we will now proceed sa capital or the owner's equity. When we say same as liabilities and assets, we need 3 columns. It will be divided to account and also for the code and description. So dito sa account, we have the owner's capital. The code is 3,000 and you need to write the description. Use the cash for the capital. Okay? So for example, another example ng capital is the salaries expense, which is the code is 6,000 used for salaries incurred regardless of payment. So use sabi dito sa description, used for salaries incurred. So, ibig sabihin nito, ginamit yung pera or yung capital for the payment for the salaries. Okay, regardless of payment. So, next naman is the utilities expenses, which is the cost is 6,100. The description is used for electricity and water expense incurred. So, dito sa description, we will know kung saan natin gagamitin yung pera the pera ng isang company. So that will be all. I hope you gain something. Thank you so much. Bye.